Coming up this hour, Catholic priest pile pressure on President Akufo-Addo to declare state of emergency over galamsey menace as they march in some principal streets.
Also, the Tsar Accra Circuit Court denies application by lawyers for anti-galamsey protester Ella Mabebio asking that she be allowed to travel out of Ghana to attend the conference.
And on our special feature series today, we tell you the amazing stories of young girls staking a claim for themselves in male-dominated fields.
Hello there, welcome to the Friday edition of NewsCentral. I am Mawin Aigbeta.
And I am Kemeni Amano, the news desk right now.
And our continued Stop Galamsey Now protest, series of stories. More pressure has been piled on the president to take action over the galamsey menace, with Catholic priests marching to the seat of government this afternoon. The march by the Catholic Archdiocese of Accra, in partnership with the Conference of Major Superiors of Religious and Catholic lay faithful and professionals on some principal streets of the capital, is to demand action from the president over the galamsey menace. The primary goal of the protest is to advocate for a state of emergency concerning mining activities, particularly in areas surrounding water bodies, river buffers, and forest reserves. We're taking you there right now, and you recall, you realize that Noble Crosby Annan is already there for us as we bring you live pictures and scenes as to exactly what's happening. Crosby's joining us, like I mentioned, via Zoom right now. Crosby, talk to us. We see the priest's cross being held by one of the individuals. Talk to us as to what is happening right now.
Right, so Eric, what you see right now is the prayer walk by the Catholic Church that they announced that they will embark on. Eric, it is underway, and as I speak to you, the protesters, if you like, or the people walking with prayer against illegal mining, they are walking towards the Dankwa Circle. And I must also tell you that this is made up of the Catholic Archdiocese of Accra, and they're in partnership with the Conference of Major Superiors of Religious and Catholic lay faithful and professionals. This, what you're seeing right now, is an environmental prayer protest walk against galamsey. So ordinarily, you would have found these priests at the various churches and the various parishes in their various churches. But right now, it has become necessary for them to pour onto the streets and then demand action from government against illegal mining. Ordinarily, Eric, protests like this would be filled with lots of music and dance and patriotic songs and all of it. But what you're hearing also in the background is prayers, is chants, is hymns. That is how they are choosing to protest. They're carrying placards, and the demand is simple. One of them reads, "You cannot be a Christian and be littering for the gold you worship hates the destruction of his creation." For the God you worship, beg your pardon, there's also our God is a green God. Repent and protect the environment. There are some other, if you like, actors who are part of this protest. I have cited Bernard Mona, who is the flag bearer. And Eric, I'll attempt to Bernard Mona. You're live on Midday, live on TV3. This is a different form of protest that you are used to. You've joined this protest. What is your motivation? We know that you're also demanding that illegal mining be halted and all of that. But what would you like to see? What message would you want this protest to send to government?
Well, the mother churches in Ghana is the Catholic Church. I belong to the Catholic Church. My running mate belongs to the Catholic Church. My entire family belongs to the Catholic Church. Our family has contributed significantly to the priesthood and the sisterhood of the Catholic Church. And to the extent that the Catholic Church has put up a veritable cause of action for the survival of humanity, it's prudent that all rational and well-meaning citizens of our nation should participate in. The Catholic Church says that this is a prayer walk against galamsey. And what is galamsey? Galamsey is illegal mining. But not just the illegal mining that the church is opposed to. The church is opposed to the fact that our environment is being destroyed, our water bodies are being destroyed, and everything is under a threat. In effect, what it means is that human existence is under threat, and what caused humanity to extinct. So if you don't have good water, and your water bodies are polluted, your environment is polluted, the food that we'll be producing will also be affected. And once you eat contaminated food, you certainly will have a disjointed health. Okay. And that is the reason why every one of us is enjoying to be here. Right. And that's why I'm excited to see my colleague from the university that we normally call Accra Boy, okay. Right. Who is here to participate in this exercise.
Okay. Mr. Mona, thank you so much. Together, Mona, the flag bearer of the PNC there. Almost cited Jeffrey Okansi. Jeffrey, quick words from you. What do you hope this protest attains or achieves? I mean, previous protests, demands of government, some are being attended to, others yet to be attended to. What do you hope this will do?
I am praying that the good Lord will touch the hearts of the president and the people in charge, the authorities in charge, the Minerals Commission, the Environmental Protection Agency, and all and sundry to listen to what we are doing. What we are doing is a call for decency, a call for us to adhere to the rules of the Constitution. Right. We're not saying do not mine. Why would you want to mine in the waters? The water that supplies people food. Okay. I mean, you know, there was aquatic life in those rivers. There were fishes. People were fishable. They've lost their jobs. Right. The persons who are using that water to cook for all of us, they are losing their jobs. Farmers along that line also lost their jobs. Jeffrey, all I'm calling on government to do now is, please, make sure nobody mines in the waters. Okay. As a coordinator for water systems network, this is a water week. Next week is water week. Right. And you have to know, it's the right timing for this demonstration. Right, Jeffrey, thank you. This is the startup for the week. Right, Jeffrey Okansi is also demanding action from the government. And Eric, stay with me. I would attempt to speak with one of the leading members of the Catholic Church in the country, also to seek some responses from him on what he hopes that this protest will, in the long run, achieve for the country and for the Catholic Church in general. I'll find one of them and speak with briefly. Hello, sir. Good afternoon to you. Live on Midday Live on TV3. Now, this is a different kind of protest we're witnessing. Unlike the usual protest that we see, lots of songs and dancing and music. This is solemn. This is with prayer and with hymns, with prayerful songs, a prayer walk, if you like. How different, or what different response do you seek from government in this walk?
Thank you very much, and thank you to greet all your viewers. What we are praying about is a national concern, and it concerns us as Catholics, it concerns us as Christians. We cannot sit down and let other people irresponsibly destroy our environment, pollute our waters, destroy our livelihood, destroy our future, just because they want money, they want gold. Right. Okay? We are not against mining, but at least it should be done responsibly. And we think that if we sit down not to do something about it, then we are also acting irresponsibly to be just watching. So as Christians, we believe in the power of prayer. It doesn't mean that we are not active. We have been active on the ground. We have been negotiating with chiefs and people. We are educating people through pulpits and other things. But the situation is becoming more and more alarming. Right. So we have to bring now our prayers out. Let's conscientize everybody. And we are hoping that this one will move government. We have already seen that government is acting, doing certain things, but we think we can do more.
Right. Thank you so much for speaking with us. So that's a leading member of the Catholic Church in the country. There's one other here, and I'll speak with him also on what he hopes this protest will achieve at the end of the day. And beyond this protest, what next for the Catholic Church in their demands? You're welcome to NewsCentral on TV3. Talk to me. What's next after this protest?
Every Ghanaian, especially those in a responsible position, to really take this fight against galamsey forward and clean up our water. We travel, we see how rivers and other water bodies in other countries are kept so clean, and we hope that we can conscientize the nation so that we can also achieve things. There is nothing that if we put our collective attention to, we cannot achieve as a people. So we want to conscientize the nation. We want everybody to come on board and let's work together to save the ecology and save our country.
Right. Thank you so much for speaking with us on TV3. And Eric, I should also tell you that all other members of the Catholic Church in the country have joined this prayer walk, from various Catholic organizations in the country to various Catholic groupings in the country. And I'll speak with one lady who is fully clad in the colors of Ghana, and also speak with her briefly. Mommy, you're live on TV3 on NewsCentral. Talk to me. What has compelled you to join this protest, and what tangible actions would you hope that government takes after this protest?
I'm a Ghanaian. And moreover, you ask me why the Ghana flag. I'm using Ghana because Ghana is my mother.
Right.
Okay. And I've joined this protest because I'm a Catholic. You see, I've read many books, and those times, the Catholic rituals, the fathers, when the people are suffering, they are the people who lead the people to the empress and the empresses. Are you listening?
Right.
To the kings, to tell them that the people say they are suffering. So I like this thing the fathers are doing today by leading us to the seat of government.
So what concrete action would you want to see after this prayer walk?
To see that there is a change in everything. Because sometimes when I'm walking around, I see that men buy kenke. There is no fish, there is no pepper, and they put the kenke in their mouth and they drink water on it. Is it healthy?
Not at all. Thank you so much for speaking with us. So, Eric, that's another protester, if you like, walking amidst prayerfully and making these demands. Let me speak with another head of the Catholic Church. Reverend, you're live again on NewsCentral on TV3. What I'm asking for right now is, what would you want to see beyond this protest? But before...
Right then, Crosby, we'll come to you again and get a bit more updates for you in relation to exactly what's happening on the protest, because we know as well the Democracy Hub protesters and some young persons were interested in being a part of this particular march by the Catholic priests. But another thing that's happening right now, which we can take you to, is a call to the bar, which is currently happening at the Accra International Conference Center. We can't take you there right now, where the Chief Justice, Justice Gertrude Tokonu, is delivering her speech.
Administrators of the Ghana School of Law and its campuses, and all who have been part of your tough and arduous journey to realizing the dreams and goals of becoming lawyers. We thank you very much. Thank you for helping our new lawyers. And let me also thank you, new lawyers, for making this commitment to make the sacrifices that have brought you the new laurel that you are holding this morning. May the Lord of heaven bless your journey of being a lawyer and make you a lawyer par excellence. We all wish you well and we cheer you on. In my address this morning, I wish to have a conversation with you titled The Journey of the Lawyer in a Changing World. The journey of studying law itself should not go beyond 2 to 4 years of an undergraduate course and 2 years of a professional course. During these years, every lawyer in common law jurisdictions is expected to study a minimum of 7 legal disciplines at the undergraduate stage and any number of courses at the professional stage thereafter, depending on the jurisdiction of the country. In the last years, some of you have been on this journey for more than the expected or stipulated 5 years. But of course, even when it is just 5 years, this journey to becoming a lawyer is still a very long journey. So clap for yourselves. Many started with you and are yet to complete all required papers. Some almost breasted the tape, but for acts that raise questions about their integrity, compelling the General Legal Counsel to conduct further investigations into these issues, they are not with you this morning. You have therefore passed the test of competence and moral character, and this is no small challenge. Clap for yourselves. At every stage in this journey, you have had to stretch your minds with new concepts, new doctrines, precepts, and structures of law. This is why we must all say a very deserving ayiko to all of you who have been able to endure and complete this program of study. Now that you have finished these studies as a foundation for knowing the law, you are going to encounter the real scope of the law and the extent to which law is the foundation of every human activity. You are going to find that the fact situations you have to deal with in solving problems are as many as the experiences of life. The world is a continuously evolving and changing place. From a simple examination of history, the historical, sociological, and political structures of humanity in antiquity are not the same or even similar to the world that we are in now. Neither is the world of even the last century, the 20th century, anything like that of this early part of the 21st century. Until the 1980s, technologies did not exist to see people beyond the physical sphere unless it was in photographs and big screen movies. Now, following the technology that introduced television, we have moved rapidly through video to ability to see each other in real time, no matter which end of the world that we are communicating from. Even more mind-boggling is that we have found technology exists which is able to make us see people, act and speak in ways that they have actually not done. We actually see people doing things and they never did them. We see them saying things, we hear them saying things, and they never said them. So now, not only can we record videos, but we can superimpose image and activity with algorithms that are designed to replace truth and reality. The era of internet and artificial intelligence has thrown us into the era of fake news, misinformation, and disinformation. This opens up vistas of both criminal and civil law beyond anything that we can anticipate. And with all of this, we need to be keenly conscious of the fact that human conduct and innovation never waits for law. It is law that always has to catch up with human innovation and creativity. So the grand issue facing all of us in this country as part of the global community and in the face of virtual reality and digital technology is how do we navigate with legality the global community of netizens and activities that technology has thrust us into. As part of the global community, Ghana cannot sidestep its participation in every form of economy that technology is introducing. Entertainment has changed. Even currency is taking on a global character, including everyday trading and communication. What are the legal precepts that we will need to resolve issues that arise within political communications engineered among netizens, that is, citizens who are only linked by internet, interests, objectives, and subjects? These citizens do not owe allegiance and loyalty to any physical territory because the community is only virtual and it's in the air. Law school cannot go on beyond 5 years, but legal learning must go on beyond the end of law school. Thus, at best, what you went through in the last 5 or more years just provided you with skills on how to learn the art of construing, interpreting, applying, and administering law. As you leave here with your certificates, you are supposed to use these skills, knowledge, and values given in law school to serve your communities. This will include the ability to evaluate, reason, structure, and weave applicable law into solving problems. These are hard tasks and would have been hard tasks without the current blurred and manipulatable state of the world. Even worse is the situation that we do not even know the direction of this digital landscape in order to gather the scope of materials that will give us appropriate legal principles to direct situations that develop and evolve in order to ensure that its development is just and fair to everyone. Your time in law school taught you to become experts in skills, values, concepts, and in this blurred world of internet, netizens, virtual realities, etc., we must all learn to use that expertise to handle what the future brings. Note that I said we. It's not just you, all of us in the law. And we cannot help but be reminded that in every wave of history, every tide of history, through slavery, industrialization, colonization, and wars, it is law that has provided the structure and support for properly engineering society. Even in war, it is the laws of war that assist human beings to carry on that nasty activity without totally killing off the entire planet. So there is a law for war. If evil is to be kept at bay, then law, lawyering, and legality has to be at the front of that march. So I invite you to resolve to continue to be committed learners, or otherwise you cannot serve society in this fast-changing world. You should leave here resolved to be leaders of your community, of your communities, with consistently refreshed knowledge in order not to destroy the expectations of society. You should resolve to be good citizens and nothing else. Within this context, it is important for us to remember that Ghana as a nation has always been led by lawyers. Ghana, as it is now, was not a nation until 1956. History provides us with the information that all the different parts of Ghana finally came together only 1 year before independence in 1957. And almost immediately with independence in 1957, this nation had to start learning how to accommodate all its different tribal groups, how to trust each other, how to work together, and how to harmonize our legal environment to build the nation that we needed to become. Anger, disappointment, discontent led to 3 major disruptions in our bid to be ruled by constitutionalism and the rule of law. The 1960 Constitution was disrupted in 1966. The 1969 Constitution was disrupted in 1971. The 1971 Constitution was disrupted in 1981. Fortunately and blessedly, the 1992 Constitution is still going strong 32 years later.
As of Chief Justice Gertrude Saba Tokonu there, speaking and admonishing young lawyers, particularly those who've just been called to the bar, 777, we're told the number is, to be good citizens and be duty bearers for change as well. We will take you back to the streets of the capital where the Catholic priests are still marching in a bit to see to the end of illegal mining. I mentioned Noble Crosby and he's been providing us details. Let's try and wrap up the conversation with him just quickly. Crosby, in the lead up to this particular protest, we've been told of interest from other groupings outside of the Catholic Church. Have we seen other individuals join in to demand that declaration of a state of emergency?
Right, Eric. So exactly, other groups joined the protest to demand action from government to eradicate illegal mining and the impact that it's having on the population. We'll get to them pretty shortly, but we're seeing people from all walks of life, both the old and the young, all here, demanding the same thing essentially. I see a senior citizen here. I'll speak with him also on what has compelled him to join the protest. So you're live on NewsCentral on TV3. Talk to me. You're part of this protest, a prayer walk, if you like. Yes. Now, specifically, what would you want government to do after this?
And to give way so that all this galamsey is cease. As has been now, the water has reached Accra Wager.
Right.
Very soon Accra will be polluted and we will not have no water. Compared to go and buy water or start importing water. So it's about time to stop to it.
Thank you so much for speaking with me. So that's a senior citizen there. Yes, but beyond him, Eric, is also another age group. And you can see lots of young people here also wanting the same thing from the government. I'll look for one of them and speak to also on what has also brought him or her out. I see a young lady here. You're live on NewsCentral on TV3. Talk to me. You're part of the Catholic Church, hence your desire to be part of the protest. What would you want to see? What are you demanding for personally?
God will actually touch the hearts of our leaders out there that will hear our cry and put in action to stop galamsey. So that's my personal prayer.
Right. Thank you so much. Eric, I've spotted lawyer also here. Good afternoon to you. You're live on NewsCentral on TV3. This is a different protest than what you're used to. A prayer walk, this is. Will this make any difference? My question to you.
This is clearly within Article 21 of the Constitution.
Right.
It talks about processions. Even though the same provision talks about demonstrations. And as you may have heard, the Catholic Archdiocese of Accra and the team that's set up to do this say over and again, our bishops, the Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference, have issued several statements on galamsey. But it appears you and I can see the results, that the issue only gets worse. So, like they say, faith without works is dead. And we believe this is sort of a follow-up. And we are praying, and we are thankful that out of the pressure from organized labor, the TUC, the Medical Association, the UTAG, and the rest of them, yesterday the president moved and began the action that suggests that he appreciates that this is a crisis. If the Ghana Water Company in Cape Coast will issue a statement and say the turbidity level of the water is now 14,000 NTU, even though recently they say it's reducing, that tells you this is a crisis. It's a major crisis. Because the compromise level that they are supposed to treat is 2,000, and they can't get that. If our water is poisoned, we know the consequences. We are now talking about babies born with deformities. We are talking also about even our food being poisoned. This is the only piece of earth that God puts you and I as Ghanaians on. Right. We have to keep it.
My next question to you briefly would be, how confident are you that this, coupled with other pressure groups or demands on the government, will eventually, in less than a year to election, in less than 3 months to elections, will make the needed differences we're hoping to see?
The Bible says that the fervent prayer of the believer availeth much. We are praying and we believe in our prayer.
Right.
As you can see, all the Catholics here have their rosaries. We are being led by our priests to pray the rosary. And other Christians who are here who don't know how to pray the rosary is fine. We believe in the effectiveness of prayer. We are praying that God will touch the heart of the president and all our leaders who have what it takes to ensure the effective enforcement of our environmental laws so that this existential threat does not exterminate all of us, wipe us out from the face of the earth. We trust. The Bible says that the heart of a king is in the hand of God and he turns it the way he wants. So we are praying and we trust that God will touch the heart of those who are leading us. And what has been started yesterday will not be a 9-day wonder. We have seen it before, and this is where we are, a worse situation. We are only praying and trusting God that things will change.
Right, lawyer, Reverend Ayeni, thank you so much for your time with us on the program. So, lawyer Ayeni speaking.
Right then, Crosby, many thanks. That's, right then, that's my colleague Noble Crosby, and an interesting, he adds Reverend to the name of lawyer Samson Ladi Ayeni. And from that protest grounds, we'll go on to our very first break here on News Central. When we return, a bit more stories for you. Please do stay.
You know, one bucket of Flamingo paint is equal to several buckets of any other paint brand on the market. Flamingo paint, superior durability, superior hiding, superior coverage. Flamingo paint, simply superior. You know, one bucket of Flamingo paint is equal to several buckets of any other paint brand on the market. Flamingo paint, superior durability, superior hiding, superior coverage. Flamingo paint, simply superior.
We all have that one friend, always by your side for the big moments and ready to assist. He's always got his eyes on the prize and his heart in the right place. Where would we be without our BFF? This season, enjoy all 380 Premier League games with your BFF GoTV. Upgrade or reconnect to GoTV Super Plus for the discounted price of just 265 cedis today. GoTV, love it.
The luckiest. Star 712 hash.
Luckiest everywhere. 8K. Hey, you get an 8K. Get packing so you have to one lie. Hey, wait.
You go put it on his tab. This is my man.
Good luck. Hey, yo, radio. We are star 712. It's much phone. Someone dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest.
and now with me at ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved one.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Oh.
Let's choose buy tickets for others.
Love you, boo boo.
No, maybe straight to option 4.
Now, you need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets.
I'm choosing random ticket. That's it.
Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5.
Baby, give me your 5 numbers.
And how much are we buying?
Babe, look at the body and buy you.
With your body,
Hey, there tread cautiously.
Now follow the prompts and compare. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. TNCs apply.
Auntie Essie. Now then I want to what time over me one money my busa.
Auntie Emma, if I tell me by any school, a university. Na scan year 2005. And yet they are many. To my even to my summer, the brown up paper kakra. No, the family. Yes, men's phantom go to feed. It won't say John Dramani Mahama. And the NDC for say, saying, I may have done a gun for 2 abamana. Waba, Aba University, Technical University, College of Education, Nursing Training, woman in academic fees for first year. And free. No, yes. I don't know what it is. And then I'm at the Auntie Essie. Hey, share a BM was say, and can able siana, not a bow ma, or more to a suku suono. Say no one about one, says it was so best home. Ediama Oma, or more to a suono. And then your Mr. John Mahama, ye shamming soon crying say, Yen no ma, or what did the master be said, bread yourself, or more suku. What's the woman in our bar? Hey, you're free! And Samba, yay! And coming for Nanka Nay 7 December. Nanka Yatsua my papa Mahama. I'm an Abaya president.
Shawa sit no to Abapa. A disacraya papa beba wa brabum. To Abama John Mahama ni NDC.
He have not shown sign of settling down.
Oh, you don't mean it. The power to deliver Isabella.
I might have a solution.
You take this and spray it twice. Shake the gem. Place it on your lips and say the magic word. Yes. You, my darling, are unlucky in love.
The food be fire. You hear say Electoral Commission they do some exhibition things? Exhibition? What we don't want to again?
This are EC and their big English. Is this exhibition even necessary?
I don't know, sir. Look, isn't that our boss from the EC? Okay, my people.
I couldn't help but overhear your discussion about the upcoming exhibition. Let me explain 1 or 2 things to you. You see, the officers who register voters are human beings. They are not machines. You understand? So sometimes they might make mistakes when entering your information.
So how would this affect us?
You might live in Kasua, but then they would accidentally select Ayawaso as your district. Or even they can mark you as a female when you are a man. Anamebwa.
Assemble.
Go and check that your name is in the register. Say, with details so a correcto perfecto. That is why we are doing this registration.
What if my name isn't there at all?
My brother, don't worry at all. You can ask them for your name to be included in the register once you have your voter's ID card. You can also ask for the correction of a wrong sex. You are male, but they have written that you are female. So you give it to them and they correct it on the card for you.
Really?
Go and fix it very quickly. Me, who's how you bema? Now we'll catch you a female.
Where?
Remember, we all make mistakes. That be why the laws they make provision for the exhibition. So say the EC go fit correct all the errors. The EC they ensure say we get clean and credible register. So make you go check your details quick crowd. Or you go fit dial the short code *711 *51#. So say you go check your details. You check in there, you go fit check till elections. The 2024 voters register not there. It be finchim correcto perfecto.
The news never stops. If it's not breaking, developing, the news lends itself to significant analysis, broad context through explainers, and the features that give stories more life. That's what we offer on Weekend Central. News, features, analysis, the full package. Weekend Central, Saturdays and Sundays at 12 p.m. on TV3.
TV3, first in news.
We can now bring you a regional hub with our correspondents in the Savannah region, Christopher Mwako, and the Ashanti region, Ibrahim Abubakar. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Our coverage from across the regions will begin in Obuasi, where artisanal small-scale miners and community miners are once again urging the government to press mining giants AngloGold Ashanti to relinquish its abandoned concessions in a bid to create job opportunities and reduce illegal mining in the area. The group argues that the move would not only alleviate the rising unemployment rates, but also rejuvenate the local economy. We'll now bring in again Ibrahim Abubakar, who's following this story. Ibrahim, good afternoon to you. What else can you tell us about this?
Well, Kamini, we know that already there is a long-standing feud between some of the miners or the youth of Obuasi and AngloGold Ashanti, which has even resulted in clashes and destruction of properties, and all had to do with telling AngloGold to release part of its concession. In fact, they said it is an abandoned concession, so they want AngloGold to release it for the youth of Obuasi to also do their mining activity. In fact, when you go to Obuasi, most of the miners do what they call rock mining. So it is not the alluvial activity that destroy water bodies and also forests. So this one, they dig a hole, they go down and do whatever they have to do. But now, because they said AngloGold is refusing to release this concession, it has pushed some of them to the alluvial mining activities that is also destroying water bodies and farmlands. And over the years, they have spoken to government, they have engaged authorities, so they release this and want to also reduce the unemployment in Obuasi. Francis Antor, who is the General Secretary for the Artisanal Small-Scale Miners, has been speaking to us at a media briefing.
The people of Obuasi are environmentally friendly rock miners. There is no single river or forest that has been destroyed by rock miners within Obuasi. It is due to the closure of rock mining on the proposed abandoned mining sites of the company that has led many of the youth in Obuasi into alluvial mining, which is causing a great harm to our water bodies and our forest reserve. Honorable, striving for years to assess the viability of the site for a smooth takeoff of community mining scheme, there is a lingering challenge between our association and AngloGold Ashanti Obuasi mine on the use of the land, which needs your immediate intervention. The occasional use of the state security to brutalize and torment the young people of Obuasi in search of livelihoods without destroying the environment should not be entertained. We believe that without human security, the state security cannot materialize. We will avail ourselves for the mutual engagement and for the mutual gains of all, and promise to abide by all mining regulations when approved for the benefit of our members, the benefit of the company, the benefit of the nation, and for the benefit of the environment.
Indeed, Ibrahim. Well, the young people talk about unemployment. Describe to us how dire the situation is there.
Well, Kamini, when you go to Obuasi, I would say 70% of the youth there are into mining activity. So when AngloGold even closed down its mining operation, everything came to a halt, with the exception of those who were engaged in their illegal activity. We have some who are licensed miners. These are who operate with license. But they have large numbers, and you realize that most of them are not even ready to do any form of work, with the exception of their mining activity. So you find a number of them loitering about without doing anything. So you go there and I will not be able to put a figure to it, but I can tell you that most of the youth there remain unemployed, and some of them have even engaged themselves in the illegal mining activity, destroying water bodies and forest reserves, just like they've been speaking. But when we spoke to Anglo Gold with regards to that, they said these concessions that they are talking about, these sites are not abandoned. The fact that they are not working there at the moment doesn't mean they've abandoned it. But these are part of their concession, and for that matter, they are also in talks with government so that they find a place for these young people to also do their community mining and other licensed mining activities.
I guess that we haven't had anything on the government side yet with regards to the demands that the young people in Obuasi are making.
For now, not yet, but I quite remember the last time there was a clash between Anglo Gold and these miners. The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources was there. He has given them that assurance, but the warning too is that the fact that they claim they are unemployed doesn't mean they have to invade into the concession of AGA and conduct illegal activity. But going forward, they are also still in talks. They will have to find a suitable place for these young people to conduct their operations there. But that will be regulated so that they do not do any illegality around that enclave.
Very well, Ibrahim. Just let's turn attention now to the Savannah region, where Christopher Marco is on standby. He's reporting from the Sola Tuna Kalbat district of the region. Now, local authorities there have passed the district assembly's bylaws on protecting the forest reserves through community resource management areas CREMA. The bylaws will empower the community to collectively integrate natural resources conservation into the existing livelihood strategies and forge a balance between conservation and sustainable livelihoods. We can get a bit more understanding on the situation, on how the passage of these bylaws will activities in forest reserves. Christopher Amwako, who joined us earlier, is returning with some details on this. Chris, already there are tour guards protecting these game reserves. How will CREMA enhance field protection?
Yes, so Kemini, you know that the Mole National Park is the largest wildlife protectorate division in the country, and so the staff there are not enough to be able to go around all the areas in the park, and also to ensure that the community and management of the park do not get some misunderstandings because of the fact that some of the animals will stray away into farms belonging to local communities. So this engagement has been ongoing for the past 2 years, and the community resource management areas have been created such that the community members will take that initiative of ensuring that the parks are protected, and for that matter, people who go into log, people who go into poach, and people who go into the park to commit other crimes do not have access to the park. Management of the Mole National Park have been commending the local authorities for passing the bylaws. Let's take a listen to what they've been saying.
2 years of work has culminated in us having the bylaws of the Sojakoda CREMA and the Kapitena Bonsi CREMA passed by the Solatuna Kalba district, and we are all very, very happy and proud that the assembly has deemed it necessary and important to do us this honor of passing the bylaws so that we can better manage the natural resources that abound within these CREMA communities. Having been empowered with these bylaws to use these bylaws to better manage and protect their natural resources. And we assure them that the Mole National Park, with all its authority, will support them to better manage their resources.
Christopher, thank you so much for the reporting. And earlier, there was Ibrahim Abubakar, both joining us from different regions across the country, bringing an end to Regional Hub.
All be lie.
Thank you, boss. See you next week. Yo, where is my passport? Where is my passport? Yo, man, I want to Waba.
What is that,
And then
give me my passport.
Relax.
You made me pay for express for 24 hours, and yet it's not in.
You told me that you are telling me this of that.
What's going on? Hello.
This man here has taken my money. That within 24 hours, he'll do my passport for me.
Oh,
see, that's
the terms applies to me. He told me last night. He's telling me this week.
Process. That's what they do.
Yeah. Oh, madam. Please relax. I'll get for you in 24 hours.
Hey, Goroma. So you never change? Eh? You get passport for someone within 24 hours, Madam Obwa. See, the normal working hours is 9 to 5. Eh? Not 24 hours, yeah, I'm fat. You guys have made a very big mistake by trusting these people. Now, through digitalization, passport application has been made so easy. Now, you don't need to stress yourself and join any long queue for your passport. All you have to do is to log on to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs website and begin your application.
Oh, sir!
By buying a passport application voucher online. Simple and easy. And very soon, all you need to get your passport will be your Ghana card.
What is it true?
Obisa. It is possible.
Esuro, boot number 1 on the ballot.
Stuck on you. Ooh, obsessed with you. I'm obsessed.
With Showmax, your favorite characters now follow you anywhere. Download it today and watch the best in local, international, and everything in between.
This October to December, King's Furniture says, thank you, Ghana. Enjoy a whopping 25% off on all our domestic kitchen, wardrobes, and sofas. Upgrade your home with the finest furniture, crafted right here in Ghana. And for your office, we're offering 20% discount on all office furniture because your workspace deserves the best. Whether it's for home or office, now's the time to make your space truly yours and give the gift of comfort and style to your loved ones. Hooray! Promo is from October 1st and ends December 31st, 2024. Visit King's Furniture Showroom today and enjoy these incredible discounts. Locate us in Accra, Kisima, adjacent Melco and Takrade, Tanokrum, Pipeline, right opposite Connect FM, or call us on 050-150-5507 Accra and 050-133-2327. King's Furniture sets a standard, and a big thank you to Ghana.
Welcome to King David Business Center, where the heart of Tamale comes alive. Escape the ordinary, indulge in luxury at our guest house, where comfort meets convenience. Taste the flavors of Ghana and beyond at our exclusive restaurant, where every bite tells a story. King David Chaco Grilled Guinea Fowl with hot or mild pepper is the best delicacy. When the sun sets, the party begins. Dance the night away under the stars at our electrifying nightclub, or come and enjoy some live band music every weekend in our serene environment. We have perfect security system, both physical and electronics. King David Business Center, your ultimate destination for relaxation, entertainment, and unforgettable memories in Tamale, Ghana. Come join the fun.
Tamale, Kaula, my name is DJ Ashman, the power behind music, and this Friday and Saturday, Charlie, at the King David Lounge and Pub, the nightclub inside as well. We're chilling out to the break of dawn. Charlie, look good, look sexy, come and let's chill up. It's free. My name is DJ Ashman, alongside MC Viber, Charlie. Come make we chill up, yeah? One.
Phoenix Club,
Uplifting women.
Phoenix Club,
Uplifting
I
women.
mean Phoenix Club,
Uplifting women.
Thank you very much for having me here today. The nation builder John Mahama and Professor Nana Jane are bringing you the Women's Development Bank. It is a very special bank run by only women, to serve only women. The aim is to empower millions of women across the country. The bank will have branches all over the nation to provide you with loans with very low interest and on very flexible terms.
Madam, I run a small makeup and nail bar. Do I qualify for a loan?
No need to bother, my sister. I mean hairdressers, market women, women-owned online businesses, female graduates, women in the corporate world, traders, agri, women in all fields qualify for loans. With John Mahama and Professor Nana Jane at the helm, the Ghanaian woman will surely rise.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Welcome back to News Central. Now, to our special feature series where traditionally welding, fabrication, mechanics and electrical work have been male-dominated fields. However, a growing number of young females are breaking barriers and pursuing these courses at both secondary and tertiary levels. On International Day of the Girl Child, we're shining a spotlight on how programs supporting girls in these fields are empowering them to challenge stereotypes and build brighter futures.
600 million adolescent girls worldwide represent infinite possibilities for a brighter future. Empowering them to exercise their rights and access opportunities today will propel societies towards a better tomorrow. This vision is at heart of the International Day of the Girl Child, celebrated under the theme, Girls, Vision for the Future. Young women are claiming their right to participate in economic, social, and political spheres. Investing in adolescent girls' health, well-being and capabilities benefit not only themselves but also their families and future generations. Despite facing discrimination, exclusion and oppression, millions of girls are breaking barriers, defying conventions, and growing number of young women and pursuing traditional male-dominated fields like welding, fabrication and electrical works. Notably, the Sekendi Takrady Technical Institute is at the forefront of empowering women in these areas under the leadership of engineer Thomas Kobena Kujo. STTI is bridging the gender gap and shaping the next generation of female technicians.
I've seen that of late, the girl child or girls are very, very much interested in the programs. They do refrigeration, electrical work, welding and fabrication, plumbing and gas, mechanical engineering, and so many of them. The girls of today is very ready to take the world by storm. They are doing very well, and we still need more girls.
Meet Edith Ban, a trailblazing electrical student at Sekendi Takrady Technical Institute. Edith shares her inspiring story of pursuing a career in electrical work, a field historically dominated by men.
Being a lady and pursuing an electrical course, I feel proud because it's a male-dominated job. And me knowing my whereabouts about electricals, I feel proud about it. I can speak when men gathers wherever I go because I know much or I have an idea about this electrical thing. I want to go far with it because I want to become an engineer.
Edith encouraged her fellow young women to gain practical skills through apprenticeship programs.
So it's make a no more about say, okay, they shouldn't depend too much on men because they won't do anything for you. It's one who say about crowd who bet me they will say they say I'm an engineer, I'm an IT personnel, me say, and no son men no more about because they know your value.
At Takrady Technical Institute, a new generation of women is shaping the future of welding. Janet Afiata, a determined student, is forging her path to become a chief welder.
The way the men are going about it, so I also motivated myself to be in that field. Going forward, I want to be, if possible, a chief welder. If possible, I could open my own company and employ my colleagues, female, especially female.
Ruth Jibodi Madufia is the CEO of Rumed Metal Works. She inspired young girls to embrace self-assurance, urging them to believe in themselves and never doubt their potentials.
So we are encouraging each and every girl out there that you should never lose hope in yourself. So if you are out there and you think you can do it, don't underestimate yourself. Only determination, you will reach your goal.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Congratulations to those women.
Yeah, doing fantastic, but we have to run out of the studio. Before we do that, a bit of congratulations, Aaron.
Of our own to Dennis Pobre.
Absolutely.
My colleague with that.
And
absolutely amazing, Dennis.
Now he'd represent us, you know.
You're not presupposing you're going to get yourself in trouble.
No, we won't. But you know, sometimes when
you need legal advice every now and then.
Yes,
so
yes,
that's our man, Dennis Pobre Wedam.
In his expensive suit.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been called to the bar. A huge congratulations from all of us here to you, Dennis. You've done amazing, and you've made us all proud. Fantastic job done. That's
we're really proud of you.
Because of Dennis, we will not scan today, man. If you scan, you see Dennis.
You know, if you
Dennis
had already scanned, you would have seen some pictures already.
Absolutely.
But since you didn't, you wait for next time, Monday.
Absolutely. And that's our bulletin for today and this week. Well, there's a second chance for you to scan so you can catch Dennis in his full robe and the likes. Scan and be a part of the 3 News WhatsApp channel as we run out of here for today and for the week. I am Mawina Igbeta.
And I am Kameni Amano. We'll see you same time Monday here on News Central. Bye-bye for now.